Concepcial.
Well, me too then! And me!
Was that?
The protagonist Yuge Itsuki finds himself in a dire situation when he is summoned to the fantasy world of Granvania. This world is plagued by monstrous beings known as impurities, which threaten its very existence. The kingdom's only hope lies in Itsuki, who is revealed to be the god's gift, a title bestowed upon him due to his unique ability to conceive powerful children with the maidens of Granvania. As Itsuki navigates this new world, he meets various maidens, each representing different aspects of the realm. These maidens are not only integral to the plot, but also serve as potential partners for Itsuki to create star children. Each star child possesses unique abilities and powers that are crucial for battling the impurities. The relationships Itsuki forms with these maidens are central to the story, as they often involve emotional and comedic interactions typical of harem anime.
Extract the blue.
お父様
貴様は一体どれだけの娘をその毒牙にかけたのだ。
毒が
まさか
Strike the Blood is set on Itogami Island, a man-made sanctuary for monsters and demons located south of Japan. The story centers around Koju Akatsuki, a seemingly ordinary high school student who is suspected of being the fourth primogenitor, a legendary and powerful vampire that should not exist. This revelation brings him into the crosshairs of various factions, including the Lion King organization, which is tasked with monitoring and controlling supernatural threats. As Koju grapples with his newfound identity and powers, he is assigned a sword shaman named Yukina Himeragi to keep an eye on him. Her mission is to eliminate him if he poses a danger, but as she gets to know him, she becomes conflicted about her duty. The plot unfolds as Koju navigates the complexities of his powers, the threats from other supernatural beings, and his relationships with Yukina and other characters. Throughout the series, Koju faces numerous challenges, including battles against other vampires and supernatural entities, while also dealing with the romantic tensions that arise from his interactions with Yukina and other female characters.
Futari Ecchi.
待って誠さん
Makoto Yuki, a shy and inexperienced 25-year-old office worker, marries the beautiful and equally inexperienced Yura Onoda after a whirlwind arranged marriage. Both virgins at the start of their relationship, they embark on a humorous and heartfelt journey to explore love, intimacy, and married life together. With Makoto's awkward eagerness and Yura's gentle curiosity, the couple navigates the ups and downs of physical and emotional connection, often stumbling into comical misunderstandings. Each episode or chapter blends light-hearted humor, romantic tension, and educational tidbits about relationships and sexuality, as Makoto and Yura grow closer while overcoming their insecurities. The story celebrates their bond while playfully exploring the realities of married life, making it both a risque comedy and a sweet tale of personal growth.
The Testament of Sister.
おかえりなさい
お前ら
The story centers around Basara Tuju, a high school student who unexpectedly gains two beautiful stepsisters, Mio Naruse and Maria Naruse, after his father remarries. However, Basara soon discovers that his new sisters are not ordinary girls. Mio is the daughter of the former demon lord, and Maria is a succubus. As Basara learns more about their true identities, he becomes embroiled in a conflict between the hero clan, who seek to eliminate demons, and the demon realm, which is facing threats from the hero clan. Basara, who possesses unique abilities as a member of the hero clan himself, vows to protect Mio and Maria from those who wish to exploit their powers. The series features a mix of action, fantasy, and ecchi elements, with Basara often finding himself in risky situations as he navigates his relationships with his stepsisters and other female characters.
Mushoku Tensei.
Well done, Sophie.
Sophie. It's a girl.
Congratulations, Lady Sylphiette.
A 34-year-old Japanese NEET, overweight and disillusioned with life, dies in a tragic accident after a lifetime of regret. Instead of fading into nothingness, He's reincarnated into a new world as Rudeus Rudy Greyrat, a newborn with all his past memories intact. Determined to live this second chance to the fullest, Rudy vows to overcome the flaws of his previous life, laziness, cowardice, and isolation, while making the most of his new circumstances. Born into a loving but flawed family in the rural village of Buena, Rudy discovers he has an extraordinary aptitude for magic. Under the tutelage of Roxy Migurdia, a quirky and skilled mage, he hones his talents early on. As he grows, Rudy's journey takes him beyond his village. The turning point comes when a mysterious magical disaster, the teleportation incident, scatters Rudy and Eris across the demon continent. Together, they embark on a perilous journey to return home, facing deadly monsters, political intrigue, and their own personal growth. Along the way, Rudy grapples with his lingering flaws from his past life, lewd tendencies, self-doubt, and fear of failure, while striving to protect those he loves and carve out a meaningful existence.
Farming life in
He was
another
moving when he was
world.
still in my belly.
I see. He smiled. That was a smile, right?
He must be really happy that his dad's holding him.
Hiraku Machio, a 39-year-old Japanese man, dies of illness after a life of struggle and unfulfilled dreams. On the brink of death, he's granted a chance at reincarnation by a compassionate god who offers him a new life in another world. Given the choice of any wish, Hiraku, tired of hardship, asks for a healthy body and a peaceful life as a farmer. The god agrees, equipping him with an all-purpose farming tool that can transform into any agricultural implement he needs, and sends him to a fertile but isolated forest in a fantasy realm. Awakening in his youthful, healthy new body, Hiraku begins carving out a simple life, tilling the land and planting crops with his miraculous tool. What starts as a solitary endeavor quickly changes as the forest's inhabitants take notice. First, a pair of wolf-like beasts he names Kuro and Yuki stumble into his care, becoming loyal companions. Then a beautiful vampire named Ru and an angelic healer Tia arrive, fleeing from pursuers. Grateful for Hiraku's kindness and drawn to his growing farm, they decide to stay, turning his quiet homestead into the seeds of a thriving village.
Kekan Yubiwa Monogatari.
This is getting worse by the second.
The story is set in a world where marriage rings have special powers and significance. These rings are not only symbols of love but also serve as tools that can grant magical abilities to the individuals who wear them. The plot centers around the protagonist Chad, a young man who has been carrying a mysterious marriage ring for years. He finds himself entangled in the complex relationships and political struggles that surround these powerful rings. As the story progresses, Chad encounters various characters, some of whom are seeking to control or manipulate the magic of the rings for their own benefit, while others are trying to protect them from falling into the wrong hands. One of the central themes of Kekkon Yubiwa Monogatari is the bond between partners, particularly focusing on the deep emotional connection and trust that is supposed to exist between individuals who wear the marriage ring.